Coming to you from the innovative, immersive Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere. This is Next Weather.
Let's check back in with Bill right now. Bill, you mentioned it earlier. The smoke from this fire is showing up, on the radar?
Yeah, and it's going for 15 miles. It's not just a mile or two down the road. And you mentioned those neighborhoods. Yeah. In fact, I want to go back out real quick to that helicopter shot, and then I have some cameras I'm going to show you as well. I mean, this is what one of them looks like behind me, and we'll keep this here in the double box. This is a major fire. And what we're looking at here, you can keep that on the right-hand side and look at the fire. This picture here, we're looking at the Delaware River. So this wind is blowing away from Philadelphia. It's blowing out over Camden, places toward like 676, blowing toward Haddonfield and Haddon Township and Voorhees. Over, say, the Turnpike and over 275, that direction. In fact, here's another shot. This is a scene from the north, and what you're looking at in the backdrop, that's the Walt Whitman Bridge right there. Of course, Philadelphia and the airport's going to be on this side, the stadiums, but you see that smoke very clearly on this shot is moving on this screen from the right to the left, which is from the west to the east. So all these neighborhoods around east of that fire is where we are going to be dealing with that. And you talked about it on the radar. Here's the winds. You can see them pretty close. They're blowing out of the northwest, and that fire is between the Walt Whitman and the Ben Franklin Bridge here on the Camden side. And that smoke, we're looking at it. The radar, what it does is it sweeps around, and it basically sees particles in the air. Sometimes it's rain, sometimes it's snow, hail. In this case, it's picking up the ash and everything that's in that smoke. And look at this plume. This is incredible. It goes, I just did a sample on this for you. It extends out all the way to Berlin Township, maybe Atco, all the way to the Wharton State Forest. I mean, this is remarkable how far it's moving from the northwest off to the southeast. I tracked it at 13. It's now extended probably 15 miles, eventually over the Atlantic City Expressway, moving maybe into Atlantic County. I mean, it's going to go all the way. If it holds together, you might see that smoke, although it's dark, as far possibly close to the shore. I mean, if it were daylight outside, you'd see that. So that's what we're looking at with the fire. Temperature-wise, let me show you that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and drop the map, and let's just talk about the numbers for a quick moment. If you're going at it, it's a chilly night. Those firefighters are trying to deal with that, of course. And look at these numbers. We're near the freezing mark. We're in the mid-30s around the area. A little bit of daylight left in the sky there, as you can see it from our live camera in the weather sphere. 35 for Wilmington. It's 34 around Pottstown. So it's a chilly night. It's warmer than it has been, fortunately, which is good. And as we look ahead to your weekend, the winds are not going to be as strong. They're going to be gusty for the next couple of hours. So those firefighters are going to be dealing with that northwest to southeast wind. Temperatures tomorrow are going to be up around 40 degrees. Not quite as windy, but wind chill will play a role. 41 tomorrow, 47 on your Sunday. And last but definitely not least, looking ahead, there is finally some relief, a break from this cold. We went 87 straight hours with the temperature never getting above freezing from Monday until this afternoon at noon. And we're going to go not only that, look at the difference, look at the lows. We're going to do the exact opposite starting Monday. We won't have a single hour where our temperature is below freezing. So we're going to flip that switch a little bit and maybe even have a 60-degree temperature or so on Tuesday. Again, major fire, winds are blowing all the way past Voorhees Township and Berlin and areas off to the southeast. It's probably going to be doing that for quite some time based on what we're seeing. That's where the forecast will be right now.